are back. I'm Nancy Kaysen, co-host Cameron Fisher, and our guest is Chip Baldwin from Papa Murphy's Pizza. And I have to tell you that Chip sees me at Papa Murphy's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday night.
I don't cook. That was kind of an agreement when Flavis...
Just on Tuesday?
When Flavis retired, he said he would start cooking. So my night to cook is Tuesday. So, Chip, tell them why I go to Papa Murphy's on Tuesday.
She goes to Papa Murphy's basically to get her favorite pizza. It's black olives, and she actually made me order green olives about 2 months ago. She said, I want green olives, so I ordered them. And she gets it on our Delight crust.
Yes, I do.
And I basically, every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I tell them to make it because I know she's going to be there about 5:15. Whether I'm there or not, she's going to show up.
That's right.
So it's green olives and black olives?
Green olives, black olives, hamburger, and Canadian bacon.
Okay.
But the reason that I do that is because Tuesday night is my night to cook.
Yep.
So this is legal, folks. I go by Papa Murphy's, I get my pizza, and I take it home and I cook it.
So you are officially cooking.
I actually cook on Tuesday nights.
She does cook.
So tell everybody, first of all, tell everybody where you are.
We're on the north side of town at the corner of Paul Huff and Keith Street or Lee Highway, whichever the one you want to look at it. Caddy corner from Bradley Square across Paul Huff, or it's Stewart Road at that point from Food Lion. We're right next to Five Guys and Fries in that little shopping center there, between Five Guys and Fries and Supercuts.
Which
Right.
that's my illustration I was going to say. I haven't been to Papa Murphy's yet, and I
Shame
apologize.
on you.
I know, shame on me. But our group that was going to eat had decided to go to Five Guys, and so we were getting out, and looked like we were heading to Papa Murphy's, and you were out in the parking lot recruiting people, and then we turned, and you said, "Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought you were coming into Papa Murphy's." Oh,
Yeah,
and
sometimes
actually,
you
I
wanna
wanted
do that.
pizza.
Yeah,
I wanted
sometimes
pizza,
you wanna do
but
that.
hey, we'd already decided to go to Five Guys. So.
Well, see,
Right.
with Chip's Pizza, though, you have to take it home and cook it.
That's right.
And
So
that's
we
the
couldn't do it.
wonderful thing. And I told Chip one of the wonderful things about it is when I stop there, if I have to still make a couple of stops on the way home, my pizza doesn't get cold.
Right.
So I can take
That's
my
right.
pizza home, and in fact, if Flav said I don't want to eat as soon as I get home, I can wait till, of course, I don't wait till 8 o'clock to eat pizza. Oh. But the pizza is so good. And you open at 11 every day, don't
We
you?
open at 11 o'clock. We're there for you lunchtime. A lot of people will come by, and if they've got a place to cook the pizzas at their work, they'll come by and get it for their coworkers, office, And that's one of the things I want to talk about today is that with schools opening back up,
Right.
it'd be a great opportunity. We don't deliver, quote unquote deliver, but if there's schools that want to give me a call and talk about possibly, providing Papa Murphy's Pizza for their schools, daycare centers, any place where, you might have a pizza day now, we'd like to talk to you about the possibility of having Papa Murphy's Pizza come in. We can make it any variety that you want. Thin crust, regular crust. We're going to have a new crust coming out in the fall that's kind of in between our regular crust and the thin crust. So, not only during the day, we don't really have a lunch rush since it's all take and bake. So, I'd love to talk to either some small schools, daycares, church groups, anything that can, provide a little extra business for me and also provide a good quality product for them as far as, not having, nothing's frozen. It's always fresh. The dough's made every day. Cheese is grated every day. 8 years ago is when I first had a Papa Murphy's Pizza, and that's all I've had ever since, honestly.
They are wonderful, and the thin crust is just to die for.
Is that the thin crust you're talking about? It's got a name for it.
Yeah,
I
Delight.
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 Delight crust.
Delight, and it is so good. It's just a little bit thicker than a potato chip.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's a
Yes.
pretty fair comparison.
It's really, really good. And when you bake them, then that outside crust is just real crunchy, and it's just so good.
You can eat a lot more of that and not feel as guilty.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was talking before the show. We've got a stuffed pizza as well. That
They do have a stuffed pizza.
It'll poof up that big, but it's a lot of people love it. It's not for me. It's it's a lot of bread. I'm trying to cut down on calories where I can. So one thing I wanted to mention is that Papa Murphy's was actually just rated the top pizza chain, the top tasting, quality, and for the price, the top value by Consumer Reports. So if you're a Consumer Reports person, you should have seen that article that came through. It's the first time that they've done like a pizza chain review, and Papa Murphy's basically was number one in every single category that they tested.
And that's huge.
It is.
It's a lot
and
of competition.
They really are good. And when you go, now folks, y'all may not be computer savvy. I'm not as computer savvy as I probably need to be, but you always get this little piece of paper that tells you how to cook your pizza,
Right.
everything you need to know. But it also tells you to go online and do this little survey. And when you do, they give you a number.
Right.
So I put the number down on my little certificate that they gave me. And when I go back, I can get cookie dough, which is really, really good. And
Yep.
Weight Watchers, don't listen to me today. Cookie dough for $1.
Right. Pound of cookie dough.
A pound of cookie dough. So I can tell you every time I go in Papa Murphy's exactly, as long as I have my certificate, exactly how much my order's going to be. And it is tremendously reasonably priced.
Right. I think yours is
$12.07.
that's I'm gonna say $11. It's $10 for the pizza.
Uh-huh. And a
And
dollar.
she's gracious enough not to use a coupon for the pizza too. So.
No, I don't use the coupon for the pizza.
Yeah.
I just use it for the cookie dough. So,
Yeah, there's coupons all over the place. There's coupons online. As a matter of fact, you can go to papamurphys.com and print off a coupon. If you join our e-club, which you can sign up online, they'll actually send coupons directly to your phone, and you can come in and just kind of show that phone and show the coupon on your phone and
Wow.
and we'll take it all. It's we're not to the point that some of our competitors are that you can order online and that kind of thing, but we kind of like to provide a little bit of an experience. You can watch your pizza being made if you want to come in and order it there. You can call ahead,
Right,
and
then
we'll
you
have
can
it
do
ready
that.
for you. You can walk in the door and just go to the left cash register if you've called ahead, and if you go to the right cash register if you want to watch it being made. It really is a unique experience. I think a lot of people look at it in the beginning and say, "Wow, this is really inconvenient to have to cook my own pizza." And I have people
Wonderful.
call every day that are like, "Gosh, you don't deliver, you don't cook it," and I'm like, this is what. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get you hot pizza, not pizza that's been sitting in a cardboard box for 15 minutes while you drive home.
and y'all don't even have cardboard boxes,
No,
do
we
you?
don't. No, we have
Nope.
a cardboard tray
Yes, you have
Yeah.
a cardboard tray
that you
don't-
actually cook it on the tray.
right,
You don't
you
have
do.
to have a cook. It's a very clean process, I would say, because you put it in the oven, you cook it, you cut it on that tray, you can serve it on that tray, and then you throw the tray away. So
And the
no
folks-
dishes.
The folks that work there are wonderful. You have young people that work there,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Lee students, and yesterday or Tuesday when I was in there was a little boy that was watching his pizza all the way down the line,
Yeah.
and the gal that was doing his pizza said, "Now, is this enough of this? Is this how you want this?" And it was really, I thought it was so good because it was interaction with that child,
Right.
and he kind of sort of felt like he made the pizza, although
Mm-hmm.
he never put hands on anything. Dessert pizzas. I've not had one
Oh,
yet,
wow.
but I understand
Dessert pizzas.
that they are wonderful.
Right, we've got two different dessert pizzas. One is our true dessert pizza is called our s'mores pizza, which
That's the one I
just,
heard
just
about.
like what it's chocolate chips, graham cracker crumbs, marshmallows, all on a pizza crust.
What time do you open?
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I thought about bringing a cinnamon wheel, which is kind of I call it a breakfast pizza more because it's almost like a cinnamon bun.
Wow.
It's brown sugar, cinnamon spread that goes on. It's got the graham cracker crumbs again, and then you can spread it after you cook it with a cream cheese frosting, or you can dip it. So I told my wife that I said I should take one, but by the time that I cook it at home and bring it up here, it won't
No.
be hot anymore.
No, but that's
you
a
know.
wonderful idea for people to
right.
pick up late one afternoon and have the next morning
Have
for
the next
breakfast.
morning for breakfast. Yep.
I did not know about that,
Yeah,
Chip.
you pick it up, and we've got salads, drinks,
Yes, you do.
everything to make your whole meal. In fact, there's some coupons coming out where it's the summer meal deal where you get a pizza, drink, and cinnamon wheel or side item.
Ooh.
So we try to take care of everything there. A couple of things I just want to kind of mention with football season coming back in the fall. I know a lot of schools are talking about everybody's trying to do fundraisers. We've got some new fundraiser cards that people can call me and just and look at. I know Bradley and Cleveland, both the high school football teams are going to be buying some fundraiser cards, And on those cards are just, we call them peel-a-deals. There's 8 coupons on every single card that comes through. And, so we got some fundraiser ideas for people. I'm going to be out in the community over the next few weeks. I've ordered some certificates, for doctors' offices and, hair salons, barbershop type places that they can hand out to their customers.
Neat.
And to try to get them to come in and we'll give them some cookie dough, or we'll give them, a certain amount of money off a pizza. We just want people to try it. All I ask is everybody in Cleveland comes in once a week.
That's me.
That's it.
me.
That'll keep you in business.
The cookie dough is really, really good because now my husband, who is the chef at our house, when I make chocolate chip cookies, they're like this. No, he gets the cookie dough and he makes cookies as big as pancakes.
He does know how to make it.
He
better.
makes, yeah, he does. So, but you go home and you make your own cookies.
Right.
I mean, it's just a container of cookie dough, and those of you that like to lick the spoon after Mama made the cookie dough, there's still a little bit of that left
Right.
in the container that you can lick the spoon.
You
Makes
can.
It's just almost like you're doing it yourself, which is why I'm so proud of myself on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
have to
I like
remember
the I like the beater too. Except the beater's like this big instead of the little ones
Oh.
that you do. So
So you do the cookie dough
we make
there
the cookie
fresh
dough
too.
every day. I'll be doing it at
Wow.
about 5 hours from now. I'll be making it.
Wow.
So-
Okay. So everything is fresh,
Right.
and I do appreciate you getting green olives.
You're welcome.
And if you haven't had green olives on your pizza, go by and get green olives on your pizza so Chip will continue to carry green olives. Those are important to me.
Well, I think there's you and about 3 other people
Yeah.
that order 'em.
That's good.
So it's not a popular item, but it's there. And,
That's
and
good.
like I said, if there's something that you like on a pizza and we don't have it, ask me. We may be able to get it. We may not be able to get it. I'll have to check. But it is something. We've got menu items, but a lot of people come in and they build it their way. We can do half and half. Half this way and half that way. Third, I have a lady that comes in and she eats about a quarter of the pizza, and so she wants that quarter that way, and the rest of it is a different way. So, but that's one of the beauties is that when we're making it in front of you, you can tell us, hey, not quite so much of that, or a little bit extra of that, and the pizza's going to be the way that you want it, and you can see that it's being made,
Fresh.
fresh,
Be made
clean
fresh.
hand,
It's
Other
wonderful.
pizzas that get brought to you, you never really know what happened to them. You never
But
really
can
know
watch
what they've
this
gone
one.
through.
That's right. And you can call in. So give us your phone number, Chip, so they can
Phone
call.
number 472-5258.
472-5258.
Right.
Write that down right now because you can go and watch them make your pizza, or you can call in, and it's like Chip said, when you go in the front door, if you've already called in, go to the left. There's
Right.
a cash register there, and they'll have your pizza ready over there. But if you want to order fresh, you go to the right. That's where the cookie dough is. And
Yep.
they also sometimes have this little display of the dessert pizzas.
Dessert pizzas and
Right
garlic
at
bread.
eye level so that you can see them.
Yeah.
Very tempting.
And-
very good marketing, Chip.
Right.
Very good
Well,
marketing.
thank you. And during the day, if you just want to stop by and get a salad, I don't know if you've ever had the salad, but they're $4, and it's a big salad, really. I mean, it's
I've seen 'em,
it's a
and they
meal.
are.
It's a meal, or you can split it with someone. And we've got 4 different kinds there. And if you don't see something you like, just let us know. We can make you whatever you want on it. I mean, again, even with the salads, we can customize it to where you get the ingredients that you want. That's, we want to make sure that when you walk out, that you've, not only had that you're getting a great product, a great pizza that you're going to cook at your convenience, when you're ready for it. But we want to make the whole process, as pleasant as we can, because we know that we're asking you to do a few extra things than what our competitors do.
But the food is wonderful. So
Thank you.
next door to Five Guys, burgers and
Right.
fries.
And Supercuts,
And
right in
Supercuts,
between.
right in between that, right off of Stewart Road. Give us that phone number one more time.
472-5258. We take all major credit cards except Amex, and we are actually the only pizza chain that can take the food stamps card or the SNAP card, EBT card.
Okay.
Which is, it's, I say we're the only one. I don't know that 100% for sure, but, since none of our product is cooked, the government looks at us like it's a grocery store, so to speak. So, it allows people who are struggling a little bit right now, having a hard time, to come in and enjoy the pizza. And basically, a lot of people call up and says, is it true that you take the EBT card? And it is true. So, every Papa Murphy's across the country does. and we welcome you to come in and give us a try. And like I said, we'll take your money however you want to bring it to us.
Wonderful.
And hopefully it'll be a pleasant experience for you. And we're doing some tastings, some sampling events coming up. We're going to be at the Rush at the end of the month. And in a couple weeks, we're going to be working with the Blood Assurance group at First Baptist Church in the afternoon. So you'll give a little blood, come out, and instead of getting a little cookie, you'll get a little slice of pizza. And honestly, the product sells itself. Once you try it,
it does, folks. It really does.
because you're getting the exact pizza that you want, and the difference of having hot pizza out of the oven versus having lukewarm pizza out of a box. I hope that you'll appreciate, and enjoy the food to the point that you'll keep coming back and look for me, ask for me. I'm there basically every day. My wife and kids have moved down now, so I'm not there every night too now. So for the first few months, I was here by myself trying to get this place open. But come by during the day. With typically in the middle of the afternoon, you'll be in and out. People always call up and say, "Well, I'm on the way. Can you?" I say, "I guarantee it'll be ready. It'll be ready before you get here." And it is. 95% of the time, if you call in, it will be ready before you get there. So if you're in a hurry, you can pop in. And even if one thing that my wife always says that I need to do, and I wasn't able to get a corner place, but if you need to pull up to the front because you've got kids in the back seat, just call and let us know. Say, "Hey, I'm pulling in." Or I'm going to pull up and we'll bring the pizza out to you. Anything to get you to try it.
That's great.
If you're a mom and you got two kids in the back seat and you've got to buckle them up in the car seats, I know because I have two little ones myself that, that's kind of inconvenient. So if we need to bring the pizza out to you, just call us, let us know. We'll bring it out to you. We'll get your cash. We'll bring you back your change and we'll try to make it as convenient as we can. And school's back in session. I know, a lot of moms and dads are all working, picking kids up. And the question always is, what are we having for dinner? Well,
pizza.
Tonight, bring Papa Murphy's Pizza home and give us a try.
And Chip, thank you so much for being on with us today. I'm looking at the clock and we need to go to another commercial break.
Thank you.
But Papa Murphy's next to
Five Guys
and go by and give it a try. So we'll be
Thanks
right
so much,
back. John Cantrell is here with us as our next guest, so don't go away, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423 614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Good morning, and we are back, and we've had an interesting guest, and we've talked about the Greenway with Cameron Fisher, who's co-hosting with me today, and now my neighbor, John Cantrell. And when I say neighbor, folks, where we live might be a mile, 2 miles apart, but
We're still neighbors.
we're still neighbors. Did you have rain yesterday?
No, we
Your
had
road
about
looked wet.
four sprinkles.
Oh, 4 sprinkles.
It was sprinkle and stop, sprinkle and stop. But,
Okay.
this morning, though, I noticed the road looked wet.
It did look
So
wet.
maybe
That's-
it rained during the night.
Well, it
I
didn't
hope.
turn down Lower River, I'll just tell you right now. It just stayed on Eureka. But there is an exciting new place on Eureka Road that John and his wife have done, and I think it's called the Event Barn.
Valley Barn.
Valley Barn.
Valley Barn for events, or Valley Barn event rental. That's it.
Okay,
go.
and I always just tell everybody the Party Barn, but that's not. It's Valley Barn. So tell us about it, John.
Well, it's one of these things that my wife was complaining about our barn looking trashy and messy because the barn was built probably in 1918, because that's when the big white farmhouse that we have next door where Glenda was raised, that's when it was built. And then we started, when I took over Caldwell Paving after my father-in-law died, we renovated that barn to make it a garage for dump trucks, that we could back dump trucks in and service them. So what we did, the barn ran north and south. We took all the stalls out, closed in the ends, and then we knocked out the entire east wall of the barn so you could dump back 2 dump trucks in and grease them and oil them and so on. Well, after we moved up to Charleston, where our son Jonathan runs the company out now, we sort of just left it. My son David had an old diesel Mercedes in there that he used to make a project. He come
I
up
remember
with
seeing that Mercedes in there. Yes.
he did when he was over at Middle Tennessee State, he was majoring in engineering technology, and he had to have a project. And he came up with a project of making a biodiesel. He gathered chicken fat from Mrs. Winters and would filter it and change it, and somehow or another it became diesel. And of course, chicken fat turned out, or chicken, well, whatever he got there was one of the hardest things. It had lots of fat in it. It was one of the hardest things to convert, but he did. So he got an A on his project. But we had all this stuff left that he had done, and the car was in there, and it just looked awful. So we had this other barn over in the No Pone Road that was real old, was 100 years old or so, and it was about to fall down, and a safety problem. And we kept postponing doing something with it. Finally decided we'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'd tear the old barn down, bring the wood over here, and build a party barn. So we built a barn inside of a barn because we insulated it.
Oh, okay.
So the floor of our barn has 7 different kinds of wood in it. It's even got walnut, which I thought was amazing because it just came off the barn. They had some walnut boards on that barn. So we
That's
got
my
walnut in the
understanding.
floor.
When people used to build old barns, they built with the trees that were right around there. So
Right.
you might find 6 different kind of trees in the barn.
I got cherry
Ooh.
wood in our floor. I mean, it's just like we've got these really expensive woods in our floor. I got oak, white oak, red oak, all kinds, Tennessee tulip, poplar, all kinds of wood. And that's one of the and the fellow that finished our floor runs a company called Heavenly Floors, and he said this was the new trend for people who were building expensive houses, that they were putting in this old wood, or historic wood, some people call it, and
Reclaimed.
putting it in different kinds of wood so it looks different. My son Jonathan built a house and he put in historic wood, but it's all one kind of wood,
Right.
all matches. But now the trend is mismatch. You know, you might, like us, have 7 different kinds of boards, so they really look distinct. So I was really thrilled with how the floor looked.
So how much space do you have now in your barn?
Well, our barn, our main floor is just 30 by 30. Then we have a
Okay.
loft, which is about 30 by 15. And then our kitchen, we have a full service kitchen and a bathroom that adds, the barn as a whole is 40 feet long. So you got 10 feet wide kitchen, and the kitchen and the bathroom together are 30 feet.
Okay.
Then we got a Cracker Barrel type porch in the back. It's a large porch with,
Well, I hadn't seen that because I can't see that from the road.
and I
Okay.
got, old farm tools hanging on the wall like
How
they
neat.
do, so.
So how many people will this accommodate for any given event?
Well, for a sit-down meal, we generally can only put in 50 during the wintertime. But when it's warm enough, we can feed people outside on the porch. And then we got, the newest thing we've finished is our shed, we call our party shed. This is where we used to park our tractors and stuff. We turned that into a party shed. It's got a bar-like thing, and we've got it. One way you decorate a party barn, it's got to be shabby chic.
Right.
Really
that's
fun
that's
to
a good
do
term.
because
Shabby
most-
chic, yes.
Anything matches. You bring in it's gaudy stuff and antiques and elegant stuff. And we got
Shabby chic.
We got some elegant chandeliers in there with, we call it eclectic.
Eclectic is always a good term. That would
I
kind
figure
of
that's
things-
Latin or French for weird. I'm not sure.
That's a large group of unmatching objects, yes. Uh-huh.
Seems like it'd be a great place to have a wedding.
Oh yes, we have had a couple weddings already, and having another one coming up fairly soon. Having a wedding rehearsal dinner to Friday night. The lady's getting married at her home, but she's having which is not far from us, and she's having a rehearsal dinner at our place. So, yes, we've had. Well, back to your question, Cameron, we can probably have 120 on a warm day. We're figuring October would be the perfect time to have weddings and things at our place. October, early November, because then you have the scenic ridge. We got a ridge and a big pasture, and the leaves change.
And there were turkeys out in your pasture the other morning as I came in. Yes.
Anyway, it's really a pretty rural setting.
It is. It's a very nice setting.
We've got a pond on both. We've got a pond on the other side, and on our side we got a lake/pond. It runs about half the year, and then when it gets hot, the feeder stream dries up a little bit, and so we have a pond then.
I'm sure it's dry now.
Right, it's certainly dry now.
Now, if I wanted to rent the party barn for an event, what do I do?
Well, you just call me, and I have a very good phone number.
Yes, you do.
It's the Charleston Exchange is 336. All Charleston numbers are 336, but you just repeat it, 336-336-0.
Very
And
good.
you have the party barn or the valley barn, and there's a lot of things that we can serve, kind of parties we can have. You can have, first of all, as Cameron mentioned, weddings, wedding rehearsal dinners, wedding receptions, and then you move into like birthday parties.
Right. I've seen some birthday parties you've had there.
Class reunions, Sunday school parties.
Class reunions.
We actually have some ministry there coming up in the last weekend of October. A couple of little old Pentecostal ladies are going to have well, they started out as a women's conference. I think they're opening it up to men now. But this lady from Birmingham, her name is Dora, but she says Dora.
Of
Dora.
course,
Dora.
she's from Alabama. Of course
She's
she
from
does.
Alabama.
She doesn't say that R.
Dora. Anyway, she's 95. And there's a lady from up in Virginia, the mountains of Virginia, named Maud. Mountain Maud, I call her. And she's 85. And then there's this young little lady from Franklin who's like 58 or something. She's going to be with them. So she sort of just, I don't know, she facilitates, I think, but she's also a great Bible teacher. So we're going to have, in other words, we have ministry in the barn. In fact, in our barn, at one corner of it, or one apex of it, we have a stained glass cross, and then another end we have a stained glass dove for the Holy Spirit. So, and then we got like antique furniture in the barn, and got a well, I guess it gives you a sort of a churchy, barny, homey feeling.
Down home feel.
You know,
It's
a
got a
little bit of
down home
everything.
feel
It can
to
look
it.
like home, it can look like a church, it can look like a barn.
Right.
And it sort of mixes in there eclectic again. you
That's
see.
right, and
So,
that's good.
Just whatever.
All
But
purpose.
We had some young people out for a party, Sweet 16 party the other day, and they had a great time. And I was so tickled. They were doing we have a DVD facility. We have a projector and a 10-foot screen. So we can put DVDs, you can watch television, you can watch the Super Bowl.
You could have a business meeting out
Right,
there.
have business meetings. We got all that, hook up your laptop computer to it, just the whole thing. So
Now, who cooks? Are caterers, can they come in there, or do you make
caterers can
Glenda
come
go
in
out
there.
and
We
cook?
got a full service kitchen. They can cater in the kitchen, or they can bring their stuff and warm up in the kitchen.
Right.
We have access to a warmer oven. We have a fella that caters for us particularly special. It's Bruce McGee. He's Jonathan's uncle-in-law.
Uncle-in-law.
Okay.
You've heard that term.
Uncle-in-law.
But he used to own a restaurant in upstate New York, and had 45 employees, so it was a big restaurant. So he really knows a lot about food. So we like to have Bruce, but anybody. There's several different people that like to cater, and again, they can. One wedding we had, the lady came in and made the cake right there. She had, she did the decorating and put it as 5 layers, and she put it
Wow.
all together right in the kitchen while the people were outside in our shed doing the reception thing. And so it's one of those interesting things. These young people, though, what cracked me up is they had a DVD that was an instructional DVD with that hip hop music, showing them, you step forward, but you shake this and you do this and twist around and doing all these dance step numbers. And I got to looking at it and said, well, that's just a modern version of the hokey pokey.
There you go.
You know,
There you go.
it was the same thing.
So you jumped right in.
There's no
Hip-hop
need in
music.
reinventing the wheel, John,
Yeah,
if
it
it's
was-
already been
Just jump right
invented.
in there with them.
All right, so if anyone wants to lease or rent the barn for events, 336-3360.
That's right.
Call John or Glenda and get your name on the list, and you'll quote prices to them then when they call, and they can come out and look to
Yes,
see what all
but-
is available to be used. And it's really a nice
Well,
setting.
where exactly is it located? I mean,
It's just almost exactly 5 miles out Eureka Road from Hopewell School. If you turn north on Highway 309, is it?
Yes, 309.
And go out 5 miles, we're on the left. It's a big red barn, no, not big, but it's normal size barn, I guess.
But you can't miss it. I mean, it's right there.
Can't
But you
miss
can also get there from exit 33.
Yes.
Off the
Which again
interstate.
is about 5 miles.
Again, he's about
I'm
halfway.
halfway.
So you take exit
Right.
33 and come back in that
so
way.
We would be glad
And
to have people in the
it's on the
Charleston,
right.
Athens area come
Yes,
that direction.
yes.
That's right.
So
I-
it's easy to get to.
I was going to mention again things, that birthday parties, family reunions. We've had a couple of those already that go off. But the young people again cracked me up. They had a party out there, and the parents hired a disc jockey who came in with strobe lights and all these things, and they set up in there, and they. And we haven't yet done this, but now we're going to come up with some curtains over all the windows, but they put black curtains over everything, every window in there. And they turn these lights on, and these lights are bouncing off the top of the barn and flashing back and forth. Those young people had a time.
That is great.
So dances, we have dances.
All right, there we go.
But the newest thing that we did not think about, church asked us, could people come here and camp out? Because we have a large field right behind the barn that's big enough actually to play like soccer in, or ultimate frisbee, and one of the youth groups that did come out played the Sweet 16 party. They actually played volleyball out there. But they came up with the idea of camping out. So this church group came and they had about 8 or 9 tents out there.
Had a camp meeting. We
Had a
know what
camp
those
meeting.
are, don't we, Cameron?
There you go.
Camp
Camp
meetings.
We have a rope swing in our pond. And that was the most popular thing. All these kids were swinging out and dropping off in the pond. So I've added campouts to our list
Wonderful.
of things we can do. We
Joe
can
just
camp
came
out.
around the corner and gave me the signal that we are just about out of time, John.
My goodness.
Thank you so much for coming on. We're going to go to a real quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
336-3360.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
We are back, and we've just been reminiscing a little bit about the Old Fort restaurant, which the Kaysen family had. Byron is supposed to be on with us as our last guest every Thursday. Byron Winters from Landmark Insurance and Brokerage. But Byron's not here today. I'm not sure where Byron is, but I do want to tell y'all about Landmark. A week ago, Tuesday, my air conditioning at the Red Ribbon went out. So I called Hiawassee Chase. Want to talk to you about those boys too. Wonderful. They came over, told me that there was a problem, put Freon in, left. Freon lasted till last Thursday. I had no air conditioning, but it was a damaged unit. Someone had hit the unit, so I called my insurance company, Landmark, and yesterday I have a whole new unit and everything's up and running and wonderful. So guys at Landmark, you did super. Guys at Hiawassee Chase, I could have kissed you right on the mouth yesterday because I had been in that shop since Thursday with no air conditioning.
wow.
And we're having a month-long sale because the Red Ribbon is moving, so you'll hear about that at another time because Joe just came around the corner and told me that it's time for us to say goodbye. John Cantrell at the Valley Barn, 336-3360. Call. Cute place. I pass it every day coming in and out, and he does have deer and he does have turkeys. Cameron Fisher, I'm so glad to have you with me today.
Glad to be here. Anytime.
I'm going to get you back on
Anytime.
another time. And Greenway.
Greenway.
Yep. So go out and
Go
walk
it.
the Greenway. So Joe just now said wave bye, so we're going to wave bye. Thank you all so much. Dan will be back tomorrow. Hope you all are with him then. Thank you so much, and I'll be back next Thursday.